Dads, what's the most manipulative thing your ex-wife ever did? My ex-wife convinced our 7-year-old son that I didn't want to see him anymore. For 6 months after our divorce, Tommy would barely talk to me during weekend visits. He'd sit on the couch playing his Nintendo Switch, giving one-word answers when I suggested going to the park or getting ice cream. This kid used to run to the door screaming, "Daddy's home." We'd build Lego cities together and have lightsaber battles in the backyard. Now he acted like spending time with me was a chore. I tried everything. New video games, his favorite pizza place, even baseball tickets he'd wanted for months. Nothing worked. He'd participate with this sad, distant energy like he was just being polite. My ex Sarah would drop him off with fake sympathy. "He's going through a phase," she'd say. Divorce is hard on kids, but something felt off about how she'd watch Tommy's reaction when I hugged him goodbye. The breaking point came on Father's Day. I'd planned to build a treehouse with him, something he'd begged for since age 5. I had lumber, tools, even bought him his own hard hat and tool belt. When I picked him up, he seemed more withdrawn than ever. "Are you excited about our treehouse project, buddy?" I asked as we drove to Home Depot to grab some screws I'd forgotten. He stared out the window. "Mom says you're probably going to move far away soon and I won't see you anymore." My heart stopped. "What? Tommy, who told you that?" "Mom says that's what dads do after divorce. They find new families and forget about their old kids." His voice was so matter-of-fact, like he was just stating an obvious truth about the world. I pulled into the Home Depot parking lot and turned around to face him. "Tommy, look at me. I am never ever going to leave you. I will always be your dad, no matter what." He finally looked at me and his eyes were filled with this devastating sadness. "But Mom showed me the apartment listings on your computer. She says you're looking at places in California." "California? I hadn't looked at apartments anywhere, let alone across the country. Buddy, I'm not moving to California. I don't know what your mom saw, but it wasn't apartment listings." That's when it clicked. Sarah had snooped through my laptop during Tommy's visits. I'd been researching vacation destinations for us, including Disneyland. She'd taken screenshots and twisted them into evidence. I was abandoning him. "Tommy, can you tell me exactly what your mom said about those pictures?" He looked scared, like he was betraying a secret. "She said you were looking at places to live without me, that you were tired of having to see me every weekend and wanted a fresh start." I felt sick. This woman had been systematically poisoning my relationship with my son for months, using his own innocent questions against me. Every time he'd asked about our future together, she'd planted seeds of doubt and abandonment. "She said most dads do this," Tommy continued, tears starting to form. "She said her dad left when she was little and never came back, and that's probably what you'll do too." I spent an hour in that parking lot showing Tommy every browser search on my phone, the Disneyland research, local restaurants for our weekends, Father's Day gift ideas I'd been secretly browsing. I explained how search histories work and how someone could misinterpret what they were seeing. But the real revelation came when I asked him about other things his mom had been saying. Turns out she'd been telling him that I complained about him being too much work, that I told her I missed my freedom from before he was born, that I was probably going to start a new family and wouldn't have time for him anymore. None of it was true, not a single word. That evening I called Sarah and confronted her directly. At first she tried to deny everything, claiming Tommy was confused or making things up. But when I threatened to bring our custody mediator back into the picture and document her parental alienation, she finally broke down. "You got everything in the divorce," she screamed. "The house, half my retirement, and Tommy loves you more than me. You don't deserve to be the fun parent while I do all the real work." The next weekend, Tommy helped me build that treehouse. For the first time in months, he was laughing, asking questions and calling me dad instead of just you. While we were hammering boards together, he looked at me and said, "I'm sorry I believed those things Mom said. I was really scared you were going to leave me." We now have an agreement through the court that all communication about Tommy goes through a family mediator.